Alf's in a 1-hour special. When the Tanners lose Alf, he makes some new friends to get back home. It's Alf's Special Christmas.
Welcome back to Ectoviolence. Alf's Special Christmas is something I subject myself to every holiday season. And don't get me wrong, I love Alf. But I will only watch this 2-part special once a year. This Christmas special is Season 2, Episode 12. It aired December 14th, 1987. Anyway, in classic Christmas movie fashion, get ready to cry with me.
You look like brothers. You are. I'm not sharing this with
This is not the only Alf Christmas episode either. It's the most famous and most popular and most talked about because of how depressing and sad it is. But
there is another.
Season 1, Episode 12, December 22nd, 1986. Oh, Tannenbaum. Now, I'm only briefly going to talk about this episode, but it's the Season 1 Christmas episode. It's a lot more lighthearted, although it does get emotional. It's mainly about Christmas trees and stuff, and Alf chops down their Christmas tree, I believe, in the first, opening 5 minutes. So Willie goes out and he finds, he comes back with, a faux tree, and he's trying to put it together. The family goes out caroling, and eventually Willie and Alf head out into the woods with a chainsaw to try to get a tree. And it's a beautiful episode. I love it. If you really don't want to cry, I recommend just checking that one out. If you're ready to cry, let's talk about the Alf Special Christmas. There's 2 basic plots that are gonna really fuck with you in this. And I'm gonna talk about the bigger one first, the one that really fucks with me. Tiffany. It's a sick little girl in a hospital, terminal illness. She's alone on Christmas Eve. No one's there. She's not gonna see another Christmas. And you know what's really sad? You know what really makes me sad? Is this is based on a true story. A true story in the sense that a dying little girl in real life named Tiffany Lee Smith was writing letters to Alf at NBC while she was in the hospital dying of leukemia, 9 years old. And she, luckily, somehow NBC arranged a video call with Alf, Paul Fusco. Alf, though. And so NBC, since it was a video call, they had the ability to just basically hit the record button. Someone did. NBC president at the time, Brandon Tartikoff, saw that footage and was like, "We gotta make an Alf episode of that." And goddamn, that's what they did.
Thank you, Santa.
Oh, you're welcome, darling.
I wish I had a present to give you.
Oh, that's okay. Christmas isn't about presents. It's about giving of yourself. You've given me a most wonderful gift by saying thank you.
What I find really interesting is that this special is shot on film, too. Now, normally, Alf is shot, I believe, with a 3-camera, sitcom setup, but this was shot on film. It has that special quality to it. The other plot kind of melds with that one at one point, but anyway, the Tanners go out to a cabin in the woods with no electricity, and already Willie and Alf are at each other's necks, of course. And so Alf decides to exile himself. He leaves. Mr. Foley shows up, tells the Tanners that his wife has died. Now, Mr. Foley is played by Cleavon Little from Blazing Saddles. So he shows up, and he's dressed as Santa. He's taking toys down to the hospital. That's what he does every year. And he's just super fucking bummed, you can tell. And he's basically giving all of his money to the hospital, you find out. He gives the doctor a check, and it's a really odd, specific, exact amount, with change, 69 cents or something. I don't remember the number. And the doctor's like, "That's fucked up. You gonna go kill yourself?" And he's like, "No, don't worry about it." Of course, that's what he's gonna try to do. So this is somewhere between Alf ends up being accidentally disguised as one of the stuffed animals that he's bringing. He gets dubbed Amanda by Tiffany, and we get our hearts broken by Alf trying to comfort a dying little girl. He's like, "Listen, I'm from fucking space and shit,
This is fantastic. A stuffed animal that talks. And eats cookies. I've got to show Nurse Hilliard.
Oh, no, please! Don't tell anyone!
Why not?
Well, because I'm not a stuffed toy. I'm real. And I'm in danger. You've got to help me get home.
But Santa gave you to me. You're mine.
That's the main part that really gets me. The Mr. Foley stuff I can deal with because it seems a little cheesy, but we'll get there. But this little girl, man, you're just like, Alf can't save her. He's not E.T. Little girl, by the way, is played by Carrie Houlihan. She was on the Wilford Brimley show Our House. Anyway, Mr. Foley is driving his truck. He stops on the bridge. He's like, all right, this is it. Time to self-checkout line. And Alf is like, nah, bro, don't do it.
St. Nicholas knows everything. I know when you're sleeping. I know when you're awake. I know if you've been bad or good. You know, the whole ball of wax.
And you know why I can't go on anymore?
Margaret is gone. I'm sorry. You feel like you lost your whole world. Believe me, I can relate.
Come on. And it's kind of, it's a little bit more, I can handle this moment more. You're saving an old man, but you kill a child in this episode. It's kind of funny. Overall, though, I love to watch this special every Christmas. Despite it being sad, I do enjoy the story, and the mother wrote letters after this came out of the real Tiffany. She said basically that, you know, you extended Tiffany's life by at least a month because of how much joy Alf brought her. And I definitely feel that, because I love Alf. Happy holidays.